Chief Keef is the godfather of drill, the one who made it popular, the one who's put many rappers in position to be great as well. Because without Chief Keef, there is no drill. His hits like Bang and Don't Like would change his life forever. Sosa put the spotlight on Chicago in 2012. Drill took off from there. Chief Keef is from O Block, one of the most dangerous areas in the city. The block is famous worldwide, and it's also home of the late King Von, who took drill to another level. But Sosa is a part of the Black Disciples, a well-known gang in Chicago, which includes other rappers such as Lil Durk, Lil Reese, L.A. Capone, Tay 600, and many more. Chicago was very dangerous at the time Chief Keef came out, and people think his music boosted the murder rate. Sosa wasn't a saint himself. He was placed on house arrest for 30 days for firing shots from his car, but he still posted several videos on YouTube while he was on house arrest. Chief Keef would run into DJ Ken. They worked on a lot of his earliest songs together, and he was involved with Glory Boys Entertainment. When Sosa released I Don't Like, it caught Kanye West's attention, and he remixed the song with Pusha T, Jadakiss, and Big Sean. The results led to Sosa blowing up instantly, to the point he was the subject of a bidding war amongst the biggest record labels wanting to sign him. But right before the takeoff, Sosa was arrested on drug-related charges. He was so young, he was charged as a delinquent and put on house arrest again. Chief Keef would also be involved with a shootout with the police and was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm. He was held at Cook County Juvenile Detention Center until he was placed on house arrest. Tay Capone, a rapper from 600, would even speak on the situation, confirming it was true.
Sosa real life did get in the shootout with 12. Y'all forgot that was one of his first little memories before he got on. Everybody remember him being on the band and dropping John Madden and getting in the shootout with 12 and all that. Like, that shit really happened, gang. That ain't no shit that was made up or nothing.
Then at the top of 2012, the police stated Sosa was being investigated for the murder of Lil JoJo, a rival gang member from the Gangsta Disciples. The cops believed it was Chief Keef because he was mocking his death, but in all reality, it later came out his social media was hacked. The streets gave Chief Keef a run for his money because he was losing people left and right, all while trying to keep his career intact. He just lost O.D. Perry, White, and Platoon right when he took music serious. Sosa would speak on losing his close friends and even family members in a therapy session.
Now, you lost a lot of friends to violence, huh? Mention some of the names. Let's give them a space right now that you've lost to violence.
My cousin, Bud, my brother, Cap, Capo, Marvin, O.D., White, Platoon, Keita. There's a lot of guys.
But Chief Keef came in 2012 strong because he was signed to Interscope Records. And in a separate deal, he was promised his own label imprint for Glory Boys Entertainment. Chief Keef was signed for $6 million over a 3-album layout with an additional $440,000 advance to get Glory Boys off the ground. Sosa released his debut album, Finally Rich, December 18, 2012 with Interscope. The album sold over 1 million copies and is certified platinum as of today. Chief Keef had 50 Cent, Wiz Khalifa, Young Jeezy, Rick Ross, and Lil Reese on the album. Sosa had the drill wave boom to the next level, and he was making himself a highly influential rapper for the youth. But the trenches as a whole looked up to Chief Keef because he gave them hope. Sosa would end up dropping Bang 2 on his birthday in 2013. Plus, it was highly anticipated because it was his project right after his debut album. Then just 2 months later in October, Chief Keef would drop another mixtape called Almighty So. The journey was epic because he had all his guys with him and they all were making music and being successful. Lil Durk was becoming an icon in the industry. Fredo Santana was making an impact. G Herbo and Lil Bibby was also taking over the east side of Chicago. Chief Keef gave everyone a spotlight that needed to elevate. But Sosa ended up losing his cousin Big Glow to violence, and that made him leave Chicago for good and move to Los Angeles. And he stated the best thing about it was the peace and quiet. The loss of Big Glow made Sosa change his ways. He said it made him want to grow up. Moving kept him out of trouble, and Sosa said it improved him and inspired him to go somewhere bigger. Chicago is an all-out war zone, so it was the best move to make. Homicides were becoming a daily thing, and nobody could seem to escape it. Plus, 80% of homicides in Chicago are never solved. The violence is never ending. But Sosa has been on a top-tier level since he's been on. The years of 2014 throughout 2016, he was in mode, dropping projects like nothing. He released Bang 3 and Back from the Dead 2 in 2014, but Sosa was dropped from Interscope that year. However, a year later, Sosa would drop a collaboration mixtape with Gucci Mane called Big Gucci Sosa. But Chief Keef released Sorry for the Wait in 2015 that had 20 tracks. Then even though he dropped Finito in 2014, it picked up momentum a year later. The song is a hood classic and a worldwide anthem. And later on in his career, he actually took producing serious, because he would produce a track on Lil Uzi Vert's album Eternal Awake with the song Chrome Heart Tags, which led to Uzi having Chief Keef on his album Lil Uzi vs. the World 2, with a vocal performance on the song Being Kobe, which became his highest charting song on the Hot 100 at number 19. But now Sosa produces his own music and he makes his own beats, and he's as versatile as they come. Sosa is legendary, and that can't be taken away from him. He did everything you can think of. He's the reason everyone wants to say Smoking Dead Ops, and Sosa popularized a lot of things in the industry. And he influenced a good amount of rappers who actually have a huge platform, such as 21 Savage, NBA Youngboy, Lil Uzi Vert, Trippie Redd, Polo G, and the list can keep going on and on. Sosa deserves his flowers while he's here. The man is a marketing genius and a true hustler. His name will always be relevant for what he's did for the culture of hip-hop.